everybody, and Happy New Year, and welcome to 2026 Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. We've been off for 2 weeks, and man, it seems like it's been a decade, but we're back tonight in full color, in the full Monty, if you will, and we are ready to rock and roll in 2026. And man, we are excited that you have chosen to join us tonight here on Facebook, here on YouTube, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. How about if you're watching on Facebook, reach over, hit the like button, hit the share button, put us on your page. Let everybody know you're not ashamed of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Don't forget Dirt Road Sports YouTube channel. Man, there's enough episodes in there archived that you could have a marathon of probably a 2-week marathon of watching nothing but reruns of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show on YouTube. So next time you get the hankering for some good programming, next time you want to have a good laugh, next time you want to hear the truth, reach over there to the Dirt Road Sports YouTube channel and watch you until your heart is content with us. Hey, we're glad to have you tonight joining us. Man, we are live and in color tonight. Full studios running at 100% capacity right here at our studio on 100% Flamingo Boulevard at The Rock, Georgia. Studio at 100% Thompson Town, Georgia. And studio at turn number 3 at the old Rocket Speedway in Kinsey, Alabama. Loud and proud. All across the nation where it is, and across the globe, actually, where it's legal and illegal for us to send this broadcast out. And all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and we are still loud and proud since day one in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. Big salute to all of our fine friends and family from up in Baker County, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the truth and nothing but the truth. You're going to hear things on this television broadcast that you will not hear anywhere else. We're going to tell you things you're not going to be able to hear on MSNBC, Fox News, CNN, the National Enquirer, the Times, New York Times, Time Magazine, Newsweek Magazine,
Miller County
Liberal. Only right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show are you going to hear it. Now, we understand this. We know this. We're comfortable in who we are. We're comfortable in our own skin. But we understand some people, we kind of rub them the wrong way. We kind of grate on them, if you will, because of our ideologies. We are common sense,
law abiding, flag
waving,
gun toting,
Judeo-Christian believing, conservative, if you will, in our political ideology. That's who we are. We don't apologize for it. And if you're not that way, that's okay. We understand that. But you're probably not going to enjoy the next hour and a half here with us. You're going to be miserable. We're going to run your blood pressure up. We're going to cause you to want to take a toothpick and stick it in your eyeball. But I have 3 things tonight. I have 3 things for you tonight. That instead of you running your blood pressure up and doing all of that, and instead of watching us, here's 3 things that you can do as an alternative
to occupy your time.
Yeah, occupy your time instead of watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Number 1, here's what you can do. You can go visit incarcerated Venezuelan ex-dictator President Maduro and take him some chocolate chip cookies. Or if that isn't if that's not up your alley, how about this one? You can book a 2-week vacation with your children to the beautiful beaches of Somalia. And if neither of those tickle your fancy, and we're going to get your blood pressure to raise up, and we're just going to grate your nerves, and you want something to spend your time doing, here's what you can do. You can sign you and your partner up for a tag team cornhole competition in San Francisco, California.
Who was the 2 people you said sign up now?
I said, if you
I want to make sure you get that what two people is signing up right.
Anybody and their partner.
Somebody in their partner.
Partner.
Their partner.
Partner. That was the word I was looking
Yeah,
for.
and
Your partner.
they gonna have an international cornhole competition in San Francisco, and they can go and
Yeah.
do that. So.
That was the word I was looking for. Partner. You got it.
Hey, starting a brand new year off with a brand new big screen sponsor, baby. I had got it over the holidays. Big screen, diagonal, diagonality. The diagonality of this screen tonight that we are live on is 120.94317 and 1/84th of a 92nd square inch in diagonality.
Go ahead.
Boomers! We live at Boomers tonight. Boomers, big bottom britches for big bottom men, women, and all others. Boomers, burlap toilet paper by the roll. And Boomers, blind seeing eye dog training in Booger Bottom, Georgia.
Blind seeing eye dog.
Whoa. Listen to me. Hold it. Time out. On that first item you mentioned,
Yeah.
big britches, bottom britches for men, women, and others. I do not want anybody to think that we are endorsing another gender. But to be other than a man or a woman, Marvin, you've got to be of something else.
No.
You can't be. You can't be but a man or a woman.
Yeah,
There
So
ain't no
what?
other.
and it's
You
not
There's
for
a
millions. It's for them big old plow mules. You know, you've seen a man or a woman bend over and look like two plow mules side by side.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
actual big bottom britches for big plow mules when they bend over.
let,
Okay. All
let's get the gender stuff straight. There is a he male
right.
and a she
And a
male and nothing
she-male.
else.
I agree.
Nothing,
Nothing.
nothing else. That's
Okay.
it. That's all
Let's
that
go back to
they're
the right
made.
seeing eye dog training. You know, you got to have a place for a seeing eye dog who's gone blind, so you can train him how to get around in life.
Yeah,
Who's gonna lead the blind? The blind dogs have got to be led.
You know,
that's
okay,
right.
blind leading the blind. You got to. Anyway, but
Oh,
that's where we live tonight, and that's in Booger Bottom, Georgia. And
mm.
hey, it is Thursday night. It is January the 8th. It is the year 2026. Hope all of y'all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We're glad to be live and in color back in the saddle tonight here for our very first edition of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show for the year 2026. Going on how many years? It's 6 years. We will be starting our sixth. Isn't it our 6th year?
Yeah.
In
And
broadcast.
we was gonna do one show.
One show, and we
Yeah.
One
got
show.
we have one show. We got more archived episodes probably than the Andy Griffith
Going
show.
in there, different episodes.
Yeah, different
We're a
episodes.
different episode every week.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
2 years.
yeah, they had that. But hey, we're glad to be here. Charlie, take it away.
Oh, it's good to be here. Let me do this. I got to say this. There's a buddy of mine watching, and y'all have been years off TV with me. He lost his wife this week. And I want y'all to keep my old buddy Larry Brock in your prayers. He's going through some tough times, as we all have to do from time to time. So just want you to know, Larry, we appreciate you, we love you, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. Now, let's get a little fishing news in here. Coach Ronnie Hicks is the man when it comes to scouting out, finding some of the finest speckled perch. Listen at
That's
me.
right. That's what they
I
are.
want to make.
They're
I just
speckled
want to make
perch.
Queasel happy. Now,
That's
this is
exactly what
not
they are.
Coach. This is not Coach Hicks. This is Coach Griffin. But it was Coach Hicks that put him on the fish, and that's about a 2 pounder out of the Hoochie Hoo River. And there's 2 boxes of fish they caught this week. The one on the right has 30 of the biggest and prettiest speckled perch crappie you will ever see, and
No.
a couple of hybrids. Oh, hush. I gave it your way to start with. A couple of hybrids in the box, too. But those guys are having a good time. They're fishing. They're having a good time. 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 They're I think they learned a lesson the other day, Queasel, when it was going to be supposed to be into the 60s real good, and the wind was not supposed to blow, and it didn't get above 51. And they was over there on the river. They said they needed a fire on the side of the river to stay warm. It was a tough day, but a lot of good fishing going on around here. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm just end off a world tour. I've been to Damascus. I've been to Colquitt. I've been to here, there, and now my latest engagement was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I just want to say, thank you, Lord, that I live in Southeast Alabama, hang out in Southwest Georgia, and some in Northwest Florida, because ain't no way under God's green earth I could live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
You
That's
didn't
a
fit
little.
in.
Oh, and on the other, I'm gonna add the fourth piece of the puzzle, Marvin, if you will, to if you watch us and we bother you, something else you can do, and this would be a good thing, is go to the Fort Lauderdale International Airport and find somebody in the building that speaks English.
Oh yeah.
That would be something that would take up a lot of their time and they wouldn't have to worry about us. But because, let me tell you, it's hard to find English speaking folks in Fort Lauderdale. However, I say that to say this: six of the nicest gentlemen I've ever met in my life hosted me for a dinner in Fort Lauderdale at a very nice Brazilian steakhouse. There it is right there. These guys have a club, and once a month they gather and they bring in old creatures like me that was part of the 1970s and 80s wrestling business. They've had Ric Flair, they have had everybody that's anybody. They've had the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller, just anybody you can imagine from the 70s and 80s. And I'm honored that that's Robert Mitchell right there. That I was honored that they selected me to come down and be their guest for dinner this Tuesday night. Now, just hold it there, Marvin, because I got to tell this story. You can't go anywhere. What was it Marvin Lewis Grizzard said? You can't get to heaven without going through Atlanta.
That's exactly right.
Okay, well, let me say a little bit about this. You walk in the Atlanta airport a good bit. You get good cardiac exercise. I had flown from Panama City to Atlanta, and my connection was to Lauderdale. And we get on the plane. I started to call Queasel when this happened. We were ready to leave, and the captain comes over the speaker and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bit of a problem mechanically. We're having it checked out now with our technicians." He said, "The problem is the door will not close." Now,
Oh, is that
y'all know
important?
I'm Y'all know I'm a heart patient. Felt in my chest to make sure I had my nitro patch on, and then I went to my pocket to make sure my nitro pills was in there. And he said, but they're gonna check it out and see if it's an easy fix. And I look out the window to the plane, and the technicians I saw coming looked to be maybe of Somalian descent or something like that, which made me reach for the nitro to make sure. I started to call Queasel and say, what would the director of public safety and the fire chief in charge of everything in Miller County do in this situation? Well, I sat there and they said, it can't be fixed. We're going to change planes. Delta Airlines, hats off to you guys. Within 35, 45 minutes, we had another plane waiting for us to take off in. However, you had to go from Concourse D to Concourse C, and
Yep.
that was a mile and a half of getting to the train to get you from one to the other.
Yep.
We get on the plane, got the same pilot, and he said, folks, we're so sorry for your inconvenience. I just want you to know I'm fixing to make up as much time as I can on this flight. And I call your attention to the numbers down there at the bottom of the page where it says altitude and ground speed. I'm not an expert on flying, but I know enough to get me by. And I ain't never Queasel seen no 737 climbing out at any 588 miles an hour. and we were going to third. Would you say he kicked the 4 barrel in?
Well, you better be glad you didn't come through Carker, because we'd have stopped you for speeding if you'd have come through the.
that
That'd have been a pretty
that
good. That'd have been a super speeder. That'd have been a
less,
super speeder right there. We could have made a little change on that one. But
but
see, Charlie,
he
here's the deal. What you should have done was this: just told them to give you a bungee cord and strap the door down. And sit, tell them just don't fly quite as high, and y'all could have went on.
no, I
I mean,
think
that's
I
what
was
we'd have
proud.
done.
Yeah, I know you would have, but I'm proud I got the other plane. But that's
We
just
said just
something
strap it down there and just don't fly too high.
you don't see that kind of a speed out of a airplane
No,
climbing up at that right there. He said, and it goes to show you. They fly at a certain speed and they do it to conserve fuel. But he was going to make up some time. And to be bottom line, he made up 20 minutes by putting his foot in that 4 barrel. Uh, that's what the traffic looked like when they carried me back to the airport yesterday morning. And Queasel, I just don't think me and you would fit in down there. Something tells me we wouldn't. And I
no.
know the only thing I like, Marvin. Marvin would have fit in at that Brazilian steakhouse because had it been Marvin sitting there instead of me telling the stories, we would have had a service tonight, memorial service for Marvin, who died at the table because that
Look
was
there.
some of the best food I've ever had. And they just kept bringing it out there. And Marvin would have stayed till they closed, I believe.
Hey, Queasley, it was it's kind of like you remember that restaurant in Atlanta, Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, that's the one we went to. I couldn't pronounce the name.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got a
got the
little
yeah,
your
got
coin.
the got yeah, got the thing turning around like this right here. Yeah, yeah.
You hurt
We done.
yourself in one of them places.
But it,
Except
but
this one was a high dollar. Yeah, they cut it like they bring a spittle
Yeah,
of lamb out and be whooping on it, and you eat till you content.
eat all you want.
Yeah,
but
you don't.
but
They
see
had,
what they do is they fool you. See, they'll bring out the good stuff and give you a taste it. Then they start bringing the other stuff out there. They'll bring some no A1 number choice whatever, and then they'll bring some chicken or some pineapple or some. Now that pineapple was good. They put on there, and then they
that's
bring
what, hey,
some lamb.
that was it. What you just said, the pineapple, Queasel.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. That spit cooked pineapple.
Well, Marvin told them to keep all the other stuff in the back. Just bring out the day one, number one,
Yeah.
uh, whatever it was, steak.
That,
And
this
we
place had some shrimp on the Barbie, so to speak. And they say
Mhm.
they go to Queasel, how many you want? Four. He'd slide four off, get to Marvin. How many you want? 18. He'd slide off 18. But even Marvin couldn't do that because those shrimp was as big as chicken legs. I ain't never seen any bigger in all my life.
I
Wow.
went to a place like that one time. It was called the Golden Corral.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now we're
speaking of,
talking.
oh, Floyd, tell them about our sponsor
Oh, one of
right
my
here.
good buddies right there, Mr. Gerald Mock over there. He's an old homeboy. He's an old farm raised boy right there in the edge of middle of in Seminole in Early County. Gerald Mock, he owns a Seminole Livestock Auction Company. He's as good a cowman as you're going to find anywhere in the United States of America. Good, honest cowman. Got a good, honest sale barn he runs there. He gets good buyers in there for your cattle that you take to market. He's open on Mondays now. They having a big sale on Mondays starting at 12 o'clock. It's been on Wednesdays for a long, long time. And he says in order to serve his customers a little bit better, he might get a little bit more money for them to get the cattle marketed out there a little bit earlier in the week. He's having his sales on Monday now. So y'all call Gerald Mock. Y'all know him. He'll be glad to come out and look at your livestock, at your cattle, tell you what he thinks they'll bring for you. Won't tell you no fib about them. He'll tell you the truth. He'll load them out for you. They'll bring them in, unload them, tag them, run them through the sale ring. They got one of the best auctioneers in the business, Mr. Henry Alford, cow auctioneer over there, who's a Jim Dandy auctioneer. He'll be a good one. He'll get you as much money as anybody in the world to get for your cow. So y'all take them over to Seminole Livestock Auction Company in Dawsonville, Georgia, right outside of Dawsonville, north on Highway 91.
Speaking of Gerald, he and Stephanie went fishing last weekend. I think it was down around the
Ooh.
look at there, what some redfish and I don't know, it looks like trout maybe, but they had on Stephanie. That's a nice size one right there. They had some really nice ones in the cooler there. Um, he called me and sent me that cooler picture there that he had. I take that redfish takes up the whole cooler right there.
Good fish, yeah.
They pull good.
He enjoys that. Him and his wife and his family enjoy
Yeah.
really love going down there.
Yep. Good fun times right there.
Where you been today? What you been doing today? I talked to you and you told me you was like in Statesboro or
Hey,
something.
but I left my house at 5 minutes to 6 this morning, and I
Mm.
got back home at 6 o'clock this afternoon. I drove
Oh,
to I
and
drove to
all you do
to
is staying in the road because it takes 6 hours to get to Statesboro. Six
I
hours,
drove
that's 12 hours. But you have a 5 minute meeting up there.
I drove to Statesboro for an hour and 15 minutes meeting and drove back.
Great day. Well, that's good. That's dedicated. That's
Well,
how dedicated we are. See, Charlie went to Fort Lauderdale. He could have stayed down there and hung out on the beach and everything, but nothing's more important to us, Charlie and Queasel and Marvin and me. Marvin was at some big city meeting tonight, big government meeting tonight. He bugged out early so he could be here. And I've been working all day, been slaving over the computer, working on appraisals and all day long, been entering information. And I could be doing it right now tonight, but there's nothing more important to us on Thursday night and being with the people we love out there that's listening to us from all over. All over, we got them dialed in from everywhere, and we appreciate y'all dialing us in tonight. We look forward to it, and I'm glad y'all.
There's a round table joining us.
Round table down
Well,
there.
which way they working on tonight?
They probably would Sunday school lesson.
Sunday school.
Sunday school lesson for Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what they got.
time out. He won't do it, so let me do it. On behalf of Floyd B. Lloyd and I, we would like to let you know that out at Marvin's Church, Flat Creek, this coming Sunday morning, some of the finest Southern gospel singers you'll ever find are going to be there. We're talking about Jeff and Sherry Easter. It's a 10:30 service. Be there or be square. You will be welcomed, and somebody I know will make you feel at home, and it'll be a blessing for you. Good time will be had by all this Sunday morning, Flat Creek Baptist Church. And just look it up. There's the address right there, 3 Notch Road, Blakely, Georgia. It's on out there, folks, but set your GPS and come and be a part of it. Marvin and everybody will be glad to see you.
Yes,
Jeff
sir.
and Sherry are they are Bill Gaither. They travel with Bill Gaither a lot. Do a lot of Bill.
Exactly.
Jeff and Sherry. Jeff Easter was actually his daddy was the one that wrote the song "Thank You Lord for Your Blessings on Me" with the Easter Brothers.
Hmm.
Sherry, they live in Lincolnton, Georgia. Sherry is from the Lewis family. Her mama was Polly Lewis that sang with the Lewis family.
Lord have mercy.
So
How was she kin to Little Roy Lewis?
Little Roy is her uncle.
Okay, all right.
Mama Polly and Little Roy were brothers and sisters.
It's
And folks,
amazing how like that the music all stays in a family.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
I never did have that in my family. My family, we couldn't pick no guitar, play no piano.
But, I could see you. I could see you being a gospel singer on the bus.
Well, my mama had told me one time, it would be, the way I am with people and at ease with people and communication skills that I have and everything. Because at that point in time, I'd have been a grown person by then, and traveling around and doing things. She told me, she said, Floyd, she said, says the way you get along good with people and communicate with people and people like you and everything, she said, you ought to be a preacher. Said, they ain't gonna tell how much money you could make. I said, yeah. I said, well, I thought about that. I spent all that money I could make, but what would I be able to spend it on?
Well, like if you was a preacher, what denomination would you be?
I'd be a Pentecostal, hard shell, free will Southern Methodist.
You'd have it all covered.
That'd be cool.
All covered right there. And you take 5, 10, and 20.
I did all the denominations.
Mm,
Like
mm.
some other preachers I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you have some of them things what you can do with that you just swipe and you got one where you walk when you walk in the door it reads your cards automatically. You'd have all that stuff too.
There'll be a swapper deal. Yeah, and also you have what they call it. These gospel singers and all that. I know they'll have it at Marvin's Church Sunday. They call it the product table.
Merch.
Merch
Table.
Table.
It's called merch now.
Merch table. So
Merch table.
I'd have me a merch table out there. Man, I'd have some Norton oil on it. I'd have some prayer dust on it. I'd have some prayer rags on it.
Woo.
Yeah.
Holy water.
Holy water, Zam water. That's what they call that over there. The Zam water over in Saudi Arabia. They sold it. It was holy water. They call it Zam water. So anyway, they got it out of the
Woo.
local system. Yeah, the faucet. Anyway,
Mm.
I'd have on there. I mean, you know, you selling yourself. You merchant
Merch table.
merch. Okay,
Yeah,
merch.
You got a merch table, Marvin?
No, I ain't got a merch table. No, I
Marvin
ain't.
gives stuff away in his church when you
Yeah.
go in the door. I had some stuff, some books, some
Notebook.
notebooks with some nice pens and all in
Yeah.
on there. And,
Hey,
Marvin,
if you go in the men's room and you need some deodorant, he's got 2 sticks of deodorant in there you can use too.
Yeah.
that's why I
y'all
never.
share. Wait a minute now. Hold it. That can start up a very interesting conversation. So y'all share deodorant out there at the creek.
I get my own. I use my
I
own.
use my own too. I just said it's in
Come on,
there.
Marvin. You getting mighty quiet, Marvin. I need to know about that now, because I mean,
Oh,
you
it's
know.
commercial time. Commercial time.
Segue right here, Charlie. Go ahead with us.
I knew it was coming. So why you do that to me? So we can meet, of course, 2 locations to serve you, 431 in Headland, and the original location is on US 27 between Blakely and Colquitt. A lot of great locally produced beef, folks. Some prime cuts. They've also got whether you want a filet mignon or ribeye, New York strip. Maybe they got from time to time have those tomahawk steaks. Any kind of steak you want, they got it. A lot of locally produced great beef at Sewega Meat. You'll also find some of the tastiest smoked pork chops in the world. I love those things. They are delicious. Sausage, got you covered on that. They got some great smoked sausage, link sausage, or pan sausage. All kinds of great things to choose from. Plus, the Heaven location has a lot of casseroles, a lot of your rubs, things that you need on the barbecue grill. You'll find all your supplies in one place and all the great meat to go on that grill in one place. Sawega Meat, locally produced beef and some of the best products you'll find anywhere. US 27, just between Blakely and Colquitt, and the out Southeast Alabama locations in Headland on US 431. Check them out this week. Good food.
Man, it's amazing that we already in the year 2026. Like man, 2025 flew by and a whole lot happened in 2025, starting a brand new year off. And man, there's been a lot happening in the national news, the international news lately. What's y'all's thoughts on this capture of what was his name, Maduro?
Well, they had a bounty out on him. I mean, that's what they used to do. Y'all remember Wanted Dead or Alive? It used to be on
Man,
Yes,
TV.
sir.
That was Josh. What was his name?
Wide
Josh.
up.
No, it wasn't Wild Up. Calm. You probably throw your reins back in your Josh Randall. Wanted Dead or Alive, the man with the rifle. You know.
I'm with you.
They had a wanted post. You stuck that wanted poster down that had Wanted Dead or Alive, $500 reward. Well, guess what he'd do? He'd go get him and he'd bring him in to justice. They didn't just have a wanted poster up there, just
No.
have it to look at. It was for real. It was the man had been breaking the law, and they wanted it. And same thing with this deal here.
25 million.
25 million chicken change, man. That's chump change to somebody like Maduro. But they brought him in. Well, that's what he was supposed to do. You know, Joe Biden wanted They put a bounty on him.
Mhm.
Joe, the Democrat, Scranton Joe, the Democrat, put the bounty on him, but he never did do nothing about trying to get him, bring him in. He never did. And then Trump comes in, and Trump goes down there, and in about 3 minutes, they have him loaded up on a helicopter, get him out of there back toward the United States. And the Democrats up here, all of the Democrats that I know, that I see on TV, they are all sideways about it.
Oh,
I mean, all he is
Correct.
just a ruthless, murdering dictator. That's all he is, who imprisons his political foes or anybody else that he wants to. Bring him to justice. What's wrong with justice? Nothing if you are a conservative Christian like we are, but to a Democrat, it's according who the justice is being dished out to.
Yep.
See, when Charlie Kirk gets killed, gets his head rolled off and everything.
It was his fault.
It was his fault. He ought not be saying anything. He ought to be quiet. But bring in Maduro, and it's all man. We ain't got no democracy no more. We're just a rogue nation now. No better than Venezuela. That's the way I feel.
Well, I agree wholeheartedly with you. Wholeheartedly. Hey, we're gonna do an ad right now for our attorney. Y'all know him?
Yeah.
Billy Shingler.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sure I don't think he's watching us tonight because I just pulled it up, and his Ole Miss Rebels are leading Miami 7-3 as we speak.
Whoa.
Football playoff. So he's real happy
He
right
dialed
now.
in. Yeah,
And
he
here
dialed in.
is.
Yeah, he dialed.
Sometimes you need a lawyer in your corner who ain't scared to fight. He'll defend you, don't matter if you are wrong or right. He's a South Georgia redneck with a ponytail and a law degree. With Billy Shingler as your lawyer, you will always be found not guilty. Just looking at Billy Shingler makes that DA weak. He'll mumble and fumble and be scared to speak. He'll shout, "Your Honor, I surrender, cause I know when I'm beat." Call Billy Shingler when the man has got them cuffs on tight. He'll fuss and cuss and slash and bun, shake his fist and holler, "I'm in your corner, let's fight, fight, fight."
Shingler Law, Donaldsonville, Georgia, 229-524-1225.
Tuned in, and so I'm kind of thinking he's probably watching the game.
I don't blame him. I would too. If I was invested in a team like that, I would. He bought shirts, he bought caps, hats. He got all his youngins have got hotty t-shirts on.
But now his wife's a Georgia Bulldog.
I understand all that. I know that. We talking about Shingler. We talking about why. We talking about him.
He liable to be at the ball game.
Very well be. Hey, that's what I say.
Where are they playing? California?
No, it's Arizona.
Arizona.
Ain't he in Arizona?
I don't know. I lost
I don't
interest in it as of last week.
I remember one time FSU was playing down there, and they were playing for the national championship in Tempe, Arizona. And they some folks from Concord. They didn't have no tickets. They loaded up in a van and drove, if you will, to Tempe, Arizona. They were 6 or 8 of them.
Ooh.
Drove to Tempe, Arizona, so they could park in the parking lot and listen to the game. They had them on. They had them a transistor radio.
No.
Yeah,
You promised.
I promise. This is the Scouts on. They turned around when the game was over. And I think FSU. I don't know if they won or lost. Anyway, they had to drive back home.
And they never went in the stadium.
Never went in the stadium. Didn't have no ticket.
Sat in the parking
Sat
lot.
in the parking lot. Listen, now is that a fan? Huh?
Look,
I done that. We done that one time. Me and Mullet Carpenter and Junior Richardson and Mullet Carpenter, brother-in-law. We left Colquitt one morning about 4 or 5 o'clock and drove to New Orleans, Louisiana, to watch Georgia play ball. They played Pittsburgh and lost on the last play of the ball game, and I got mad, and we drove all the way back home.
Yeah. They
Got
go
back
pun-
home the next morning about 6 or 7 o'clock.
you guys go punish you. Why do you just get out that side of the road somewhere and find you a limb or switch or something and just beat yourself with it and
Well,
stay
so
and
first of
do
all,
in New Orleans.
we didn't have no motel room, so we were gonna have to.
Yeah, there was no thing staying.
So where was we gonna stay?
Oh,
We did get in the ball game, but but we didn't have no motel room. We didn't have to stay, so we turned around, and drove all the way back home.
We I was at a ball game in Athens up there one time. Athens playing Ole Miss, and I had one real good buddy that was an Ole Miss fan, and he got thrown out of stadium up there 3 times. He come back every time. They let him back in everybody again. He come across the hedges. He jump off the hedge. You know when they had the hedges up there. He
Yeah.
jumped, and he's supposed to stay off of the hedges. He jumped.
some of his offspring watches us
Yeah,
regularly.
I know one son watches this real regular. But he got thrown out 3 times to come back in. He be grinning every time he come back in. He got thrown out when he come in.
Oh, they were
Of course.
That was back in the day when the trestle was down there on
Yeah.
the east end. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, the trestle down there.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could sneak in back in them days.
He got
Yeah,
back
you
in.
could. Yeah,
smiling.
you could.
He's happy.
Hey, Queasel, tell them about our sponsor.
Well, there it is. I mean, there's the place to eat in Colquitt, Georgia. If you coming through Colquitt and you need somewhere to eat, it's TK's. There's a place. If you ain't coming to Colquitt, it's worth driving over here just to eat at TK's. Let me tell you what. I don't know where they catch them catfish they get out. They must come out of Spring Creek. I don't know where they come from. Them is the best catfish. It don't matter where they're fried, where they're grilled, or my favorite is blackened. Man, they big slabs, good, and they bring out some of them Floyd B. Lloyd reduced calorie potatoes. They have trimmed them a little thinner now, so you can get that. They got the best salad bar. Had a man first time he been to TK's this week told me that he did not know that salad bar they had a salad bar like that in Colquitt. Best salad bar in Colquitt. They got a hamburger steak that'll make you walk through a brick wall. I'm telling you, everything they got out there is good. It's fresh. It ain't on no buffet line. You ain't got to go through and dig behind where everybody else is dug. They'll cook it and bring it straight to you, hot off the grill, hot out the pot, set it down in front of you. It's ready to eat. Good service, great place. TK Bar and Grill. It's on North Cuthbert Street, right there where it runs into 45 North. Just just off the square, going north, headed like you headed to Damascus. Go eat with them, and you'll be glad you did.
Hey guys, it's time for trivia time here on Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. Brought to us by our good friends at Southern Hissy Fits. Southern Hissy Fits on the southwest corner of the square in Colquitt, 109 West College Street to be exact. Hey, Southern Hissy Fits, all your embroidery needs, custom t-shirts, anything digitally designed. Hey, go by and see Miss Vicky. She will hook you up. I promise you won't be disappointed, and she'll treat you with a smile. And they are the sponsor of Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show Trivia Time, and the winner will receive a logoed product. We don't know if it'll be a hat, a shirt.
It'll come off the work table.
It'll come off of the merch table of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And so,
What's it gonna have on it? Which merch table?
all right, here's the question. Where is this located?
And what
Powered.
powered the turntable?
Where is it located and what powered the turntable?
What mode of
Yeah, I'll give you here's a little bit a little clearer picture there. Where is this located and what powered the turntable? Where is that located and what powered the turntable? Post your comment on.
I can't see your comments on that.
Oh, I'm going to get back to it. Post your comment on Facebook. Let us know what your answer is, and you could be the winner tonight. Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show Trivia Time. Where is that located and what powered it? What powered it?
So off the Merc table, are they gonna get to pick the prize? I mean, what if they want some at share use share deodorant?
No, ain't no problem. It could be a stick of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show menthol flavored deodorant.
That's right, the old.
Menthol flavor.
Yeah, menthol. Oh, what's that? What's that stuff Grandma used to put? Linen men.
Linen men.
Linen men. I love those
Linen
lockets.
man.
Man, it smells good.
Ooh, they
I
don't-
guarantee you, Mr. Grady Calhoun had it too in the trunk of that.
Old bag, it smells just
I
like a
guarantee you he had it.
fan or a dart.
It was the Dart, I believe it was.
Oh, dart, yeah.
Yeah,
Dodge, dart, Dodge.
he
Oh,
drove
let's
it.
start
He
on
drove
that.
it so long the vinyl top was rolling up off the top of it. It was just rolled up on it.
Look at how Levon Nichols come dragging in late.
She just showed up.
Yeah, said I made it.
They had some kind of association meeting.
Association of me. Yeah. That's probably
Yeah,
what-
they might have been at church and run out of deodorant.
Yeah, Rojo's on here. She
She
done.
dialed in.
Rojo dialed in. She chimed in. Yeah, you don't. We don't about do it without Rojo being here.
I know it's hard to get by
Yeah.
out there in Lavon.
Yeah. And Levon ain't normally. Levon's right there on the.
No, she's a head of the curve.
She had something
There's
going on,
something
like
going
a
on.
women's associational meeting. I might have had a quilting,
bridge party.
bridge party or a quilting party.
Playing bunco.
Bunco. They play bunco over there.
I used to play bunco.
Uh-uh.
I played bunco. I'd go down there and stay with my aunt and uncle down in Tampa. And my aunt had a bunco. Some ladies, they played bunco. I didn't know what bunco was, never heard of it. And anyway, Mama, when I went down, I'm about 12, 13 years old, I'd get on the bus and go down there and visit with them. And Mama had me in a little white shirt and a little necktie and all. And my aunt, she said, put on your shirt and your tie now. And she'd come out of that back there, out of her room, back there, the bedroom and everything. She'd have that pocketbook on. She'd have them high heel shoes on and that dress with that about a half crinoline skirt up underneath it, and have them white gloves on.
Mhm.
We'd get in that '57 Chevrolet, and we'd drive over there to some old big Spanish looking house, and they'd be ladies are sitting all in around little tables in there playing bunco. They were with dice. You rolled the dice. I never did. Mama would never let me play with dice or cards or nothing like that. I was going straight to hell. Like that. Anyway, I didn't know what it was. But anyway,
Yeah.
have we got anybody yet?
Let's see. Prince Street Bridge in Bristol, powered by water pressure.
That makes sense. Oh, where's Bristol at? Is that north of Apalachicola?
Yes.
I don't know where's
Yeah.
that.
Bristol's right out from Bluntstown.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that far over.
I don't know if it's that far.
It's
up.
it's on the Apalachicola River where it's at.
Well, that's Bristol. They got the bridge that crosses at Bristol.
Who is that? Who is that?
Wiregrass Muse.
Well, ain't no one 47 merch from us. Anybody else got it?
But he knows his business.
Look at him. Levon said her mama would make her gargle with linen mint when she had a sore throat.
Oh, hey, I bet you ain't had no sore throat in a while.
That's like Buki and the
immune system.
mineral oil.
Yeah, mineral oil. She got your immune system built up, Levon.
We used to have,
I ain't never heard of Levon being sick. Never heard of it.
I ain't never heard of anybody gargling with linen mint.
I told y'all about the fella that used to come down there to the station. He come twice a year and buy a gallon of kerosene, and that's what he used for mouthwash. I promise you. And
Man.
he was from Baker County. He was from Baker County. He come down there twice a year. The last time I remember, I don't remember the exact age. He was in his upper 80s. He come down. He had a glass vinegar jug. You remember the old glass vinegar jug? We pumped kerosene by the hand, round one, turn it till it stopped, and that was a gallon. He come twice a year and bought a gallon, and so I asked him. I said, "What do you do with that kerosene?" He said, "You ain't gonna believe me if I tell you." I said, "Try me." So he said, "I gargle with it every morning." I said, "You don't gargle with no kerosene." I said, "I don't believe that." He said, "Fill up that jug and I'll show you." So I filled up the jug. He took it, hooked his old finger in it, throwed it up on his arm, and he didn't get a sip. Now he got him a mouthful. He sat there and swished it, goggled it up, and spit it out. He said, "I do it every day, and I'm 80 something years old, never had a cavity."
Come on. You
That's
know,
the
one
truth.
thing about
If I if I ever
Caffeine,
told it, that's the truth.
caffeine is about as close to Scotch whiskey as you can get.
Well, he sure done that now. Every day. He come twice a year, about 6 months. He done it.
Now, my granddaddy, my great granddaddy, Boss Roland, y'all remember him well. He would gargle with Old Spice cologne.
I ain't had a lot of alcohol in
He
it.
gargled with it.
That caffeine had no alcohol.
Did he spit?
Huh?
Did he spit when he got through gargling?
He'd take Vic Salve and run it up his nose.
Yeah, you have to do that. Yeah, open the head up.
I've done that before.
I know how to do that.
Going on
Yeah.
going on a call where somebody's been expired for a pretty long while. You keep Vic Salve in the pocket of the rescue truck. You take it and run a swab of it up your nose.
Sound like
And
a very salt.
yeah, that was before we had air masks. And you wouldn't smell nothing, but it would light your nose up too. Now, uh,
Well, hey, I guess Wiregrass Muse is the only one on here that knows what it is. Pines,
Well,
Prince
them
Street,
other- I don't know what them
Bristol.
other folks. I don't know who
Pine-
everybody is.
Hey, that's good. Hey, that's Wiregrass knows a lot.
He's there. Yeah, I believe it. That's the only thing.
He knows.
It was a railroad crossing.
So he's gonna
Crossed
get
over the
something. He's gonna get something off the merch table.
You get something off the merch table.
send him some deodorant.
Ain't gonna be Jeff and Sherry Easter table.
All right, Floyd, go ahead.
This is talking about Ziggy B right here. We talking about Ziggy B's seafood market right here in Concord, Georgia. Some of the best seafood that you ever had in your life. It come from right there. Some of the best seafood that you ever had in your life coming from right there at Ziggy B. Look at them oysters, look at them crab legs. Ain't nothing no better, honey, than the good fresh seafood you go get right there. She got oysters, she got mullet, she got salmon, she got shrimp, she got scallops, she got catfish fillet, she got mullet fish, she got whole catfish, got whatever you want in the seafood line. She's got it right there. You can buy your oysters by the bag or even by the cup. So y'all go see them right here at Ziggy B's, right here. And I sent you a picture, Marvin. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. Yeah, suckerfish, gashed suckerfish in there.
I didn't get that.
Yep, gashed suckerfish in there. That's hard to find now. That's hard to find.
Well, hey Floyd,
Yeah.
listen here. Yesterday, me and Marvin had a fella. We had a fella come. I believe it was yesterday, day before yesterday one. He come up there to the firehouse and he was telling us about some fish. He had done come in and he had joined this wild salmon fish thing, and he's talking about they would uh, freeze it and send it to his house and do all that kind of stuff. And I said, look here, I said, if you did like we did, if you got your seafood in Ziggy B's, you wouldn't have to order nothing, no wild salmon from Alaska and get it delivered to your house. All you had to do is go down there to the seafood market and point at what you want, and she would cut it off.
That's right. Yeah.
And you know what he told us?
Hmm.
You know what he told us? He
What
said,
is
you
that?
know what? He said, I got a friend in Albany who drives down here to get seafood. And what he said, Marvin?
What he said.
Come on.
Ziggy B's. Hey, look right here. What's that right there, Floyd?
That's oysters on the grill right there.
Yeah.
Gonna pop them open and eat. That's right where they come from. Ziggy B's.
Ziggy B's right there in Colquitt, Georgia. Matter of fact, the gentleman that cooked them is joining us on the phone right now. None other than a fine customer of Ziggy B's, one of our sponsors, Mr. Wayne Garney, KWG Plumbing LLC, and those oysters right there are being grilled. Brother Wayne, how you doing?
Doing good. Happy New Year. Glad to be on the show to start off the new year. Yes, sir.
So you got you a mess of oysters from Ziggy B's and put them on the grill.
We've been eating like hogs over here at the dog house tonight, boys. They are some kind of good.
Oh, that's tonight.
That's tonight.
That's tonight. That's live action there, baby.
Wow, man. I mean, it comes straight from Ziggy B's right here. Look at that. Two sponsors doing business together. Now, that's what we like about it.
Yes, sir.
KWG Plumbing
I had to
LLC,
go
Mr.
up there at
Wayne
midnight
Garney.
last night and start the picket line because there were so many people waiting in line. I had to get up there at midnight and wait on the doors, though.
That's what I'm talking about.
Camped out, had a long check.
Make sure I could get in there.
Looks like you had some good luck with some speckled perch.
Yes, sir. I was going to share with y'all that we caught those off Ralph King Landing down on Spring Creek in, I think that's Decatur County. I think that's just outside Seminole. So Ralph King landing at the old Georgia Power Dam.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
fishing around that booger there, and a friend of mine told me about it, and I went down there with my little John boat and floated around and tried it out and had some good luck. And I was also going to share with y'all in the audience that's listening, if Hannah kicks me out for fishing too much instead of working, it's all Ronnie Miller and Kevin Hall's fault for teaching me about these fish, because I used to fish for catfish, and now I got catfish and specks, and it just ain't looking good for the work. So, it's all Kevin Hall and Ronnie Miller's fault. Man, it's been good, and the largemouth bass is biting too. Got a friend been catching a lot of largemouth on Spring Creek.
Good deal. Hey, brother, we appreciate you being our sponsor. Appreciate you joining us tonight. How about leaving us with some words of wisdom for 2026?
Yes, sir. Always keep a smile on your face. Love God first. And never get too busy and forget to enjoy the things that make you happy. Thank y'all, and have a good night.
God bless you. Hey, that's KWG Clement LLC, Kenneth Wayne Garner. He's licensed in Alabama and Georgia. 220-229-220-6694. That's the magic number to call. And if you ain't flowing, he'll get you going. That's him right there. Jeremy Buckhart said, get a half a bag for the first. Some of the best oysters I have eaten. Some of the best oysters I have eaten. Right there. Hey, we don't tell you no lies right here.
All testimony right there for my viewers. And I find viewers are people just like we are. They know what's good to eat. Unpretentious people.
Yeah. I still ain't seen Shingler chime in.
They still what's the story on the ball?
10-10 right now. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter. 10-10, so I imagine he ain't real happy.
Old Beck's fixing to get warmed up here in a minute now.
Oh, man.
Old Smiley.
Marvin.
Yes.
You did. There's something you left out of the book of operator's manual on this here golden doodle I got from you.
What was that?
How to cure the anxiety syndrome. Here she is. She's on since I got home from the trip to Fort Lauderdale, she will not move hardly off of my leg. She is just right up here next to me.
Ain't popcorn like that, Queasel?
Just like it.
Yeah.
Queasel's
son's got a sibling to yours.
Did your boy get the owner's manual that said something about this anxiety separation anxiety deal?
Well, that ain't the first animal we have got from Marvin. So we know that you can throw out any of the regular rules for any animal that comes from Marvin. The craziest rooster I ever had in my life come from Marvin. Marvin brought me some eggs out here for my hen to sit on. And he said 21 days you have some biddies. 6 months later, we still ain't had no biddies. You
forget the Siamese cat I brought you.
Oh yeah. That's the craziest cat. Did you ever seen a cat that liked water? Have you? Yeah, this cat would get in the shower with Kristen and sit there under the water.
We don't have animals.
You do not.
And don't ever buy nothing from him because they won't stay. I bought 6 ducks from him one time and they beat him home.
I told you, I sold them ducks 7 times.
I know it. Yeah, I know it.
Hey, speaking of animals, there's a man that loves animals. He can tend to animals. He can handle your animals, especially in the cattle business. If you need them doctored, you need them dehorned, you need them whatever, you need them pinned. Our friend right here can do it. And if you got a
member of your family
that wants to make that journey over to the other side, here he is.
If you're all mixed up about the body that you're in, there's a man down south that'll change you from a rooster to a hen. They call him Castrating Carl because that's his trade. It won't take him long when he opens up his blade. He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny. And your daddy will never have to call you son. Castrating Carl, the man with the plan. He's from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him, are you a woman or a man? He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny. And your daddy will never have to call you son.
Our friend, Castrating Carl. Carl, if you're watching, hope you're doing better. I know you had an accident. Hope you're doing better.
I think he's on the road.
Good
Good.
deal. Good
Good.
deal. Good deal. Well, man, I know Charlie's going to talk about it in a little bit. Got some cooler weather coming our way next week.
That'll be good. That'll be fine. We need some cool. It's January, man.
I
You
understand.
need cool weather in January. Last year in January we got 8 inches of snow.
Exactly.
For cold weather to hit. I hope
And
I
we
made
need-
some time. I made 3 Satsumas last year. The cold weather got them all, wiped them out. Made 3. Year before, the limbs were falling down on the ground, so full of Satsumas.
You need so many chill hours every year for your peach crop and different types of fruits. You need the chill hours to come in. So we need some more cool weather.
I wonder how much you'd have to pay Al Gore and what's that other one, old long face one's name? It was John. What's his name? That John Kerry. I wonder how much you'd have to pay them to buy you some chill hours. You can buy you some carbon credits.
That's right.
If they control the environment with selling that stuff, I wonder why come you can't buy you some chill hours or rain, man? How much would they in the wrong snake oil business? They are, because they've got to be billionaires by conning people, mostly stupid liberal Democrats, are the ones that's paying them to do that. They think they're Al Gore and what's his name? John Kerry.
John Kerry.
They gonna change the weather for them. But I wonder if you could buy you some chill out. We need to call John up one night on the telephone, see if we can get some chill out.
Buy some chill out.
That's how, I'm just putting this into perspective for you stupid people out there that believe in all of this stuff. That believe mankind has anything to do with the environment. This is for your benefit. We're being facetious, and you're just eating it up with a big spoon. So, not to be coming down too hard on you, but anyway. Just
No.
I wouldn't want to be insensitive towards any of y'all.
Oh no.
Oh,
Floyd will walk across the street to keep from hurting your feelings.
that's exactly right.
Keep telling you the truth.
But hey, Floyd B. Lloyd believes in the holstered 9 in Phillips Auto Parts right here in Colquitt, Georgia. Holstered 9, Phillips Auto Parts. All your automobile parts needs, agricultural, commercial, residential, whatever you need auto parts wise, they've got it. If they don't have it, they can get it. Got gifts for men, got Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellet grills and all flavors of Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellets. I think they even got some liniment flavored rabbit pellets out there. Hey, and right next door is the holstered 9. Man, I'm talking about all the guns. Hey, deer season's still in. Not too late to get a rifle, not too late to get a shotgun, not too late to get a home defense, a pistol, ammunition, archery supplies, hunting paraphernalia, hunting clothes, whatever you need, it's right there. Locally, right here on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia. Great selection, great stock of guns that are in stock and on the shelf. And they also have access to a gunsmith to do all of your repairs. That's the Phillips Auto Parts Holstered 9 right on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia. Go see them. Tell them you heard about them on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Floyd, we heard this week, because I'm getting ready to segue, if you will, into a portion of the show. We heard this week from our friend, the famous T.C. Berryhill. Berryhill.
Heard from him, yep.
Man, he has been with us since day one. Still a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show.
Supporter.
Still a supporter. Still the sponsor in perpetuity and exclusivity to whatever Floyd decides to do at this juncture in the show. Our friend, our good confidant, good man, good auctioneer, great company, Bear Hill Auctioneers, Mr. T.C. Berryhill.
I got to thank you out, I'm always going through stuff, and like my mama's Bible, it just different things, books, and I found this not long ago. It was actually in some of my mama's stuff, and my mama died, and my mother died in 2001, uh, and I still got a lot of her books, and she had a lot of, what do you call it, little devotional books and things like that. She really believed in that. And I found this in here, and it's at the end down here. This the little thing that you took out of the liberal. They too used to put a lot of this stuff in there. And right at the bottom of it, I'm gonna read something how to be a whole person. Uh, and it hits the nail on the head. But right at the bottom of it down here, it says God gives every bird its food, but He does not throw it into the nest. Let me repeat that. God gives every bird its food, but He does not throw it into the nest. And sometimes we get confused about where our food comes from and how we survive, how we're supposed to fend for ourselves and for our family. I'll just tell you a little short story here. Several years ago, I was sitting out here on my patio one morning drinking my coffee. There's a little table over there on the side over there, and on the table there was a little dish thing on there, like a little flower dish. It was about an inch thick, I guess, a little terracotta flower dish over there. It had water in it. It had rained and had water in it. And I'm sitting there very quiet drinking my coffee. And a mama mockingbird and a young mockingbird came in and sat down on the little bowl where the water was. And the mama mockingbird sitting there, she's looking around, and the little baby mockingbird, he look around, look up at mama. Mama would dip her beak down into the water. And the little mockingbird, and he'd hold his mouth open, and she spewed that water into his mouth. And boy, he was happy. Now, they sat down a little bit longer. And little mockingbird, he's still looking around. Mama, I know what Mama was thinking. She said, okay, I'm gonna show you again now. I'm gonna show you again how this works. She dip her beak down in there in that water, and he was over there. He had his mouth open. She spewed that water over in his mouth, and he looking around, sat there a little longer, and he looking up at Mama, and I know what Mama's thinking. I'm gonna show you how to do this one more time, and I've got to move on. So she dips her beak down in there, sticks it in his mouth, spews it in his mouth, and she flies off. And he stays there. He sits holding on to the rim of that saucer. And he's looking around, he look around. Mama, she's up in a tree. She's looking at him. She knows what he's doing. She's looking at him. And he don't know what to do because Mama had left. She left with the water. And so he got to looking around, and then it wasn't just a little while. Mockingbird, little baby mockingbird, he stuck his beak down in that water. He got his own water. And he stayed there till he got full, and then he flew off. And what Mama Mockingbird was doing is what a lot of folks ought to be doing right now with dependents that they have, family or friends or whatever. Give them a drink of water or two, but you done showed them how to do it. But now you fly on off and you let them fend for themselves, and then you can live your life, and they can live their life. I just find stuff like that interesting. I don't want to get deep with y'all, get heavy, but it's just one of those things that it really opened my eyes about how nature works. You think about how nature works. You know, a mama cat will go off and leave kittens that's supposed to be weaned, and they'll have to fend for themselves. They can't stay there forever because they got to go see after themselves. And I think we're doing a disservice to people a lot of times. And there's a lot of grown people out here in this country that could fend for themselves. with the advantages it is of living in the United States of America and the privilege that we have and the opportunities we have. But they depending too much on somebody else to spew water in their mouth, if you will. So somebody to throw food in their nest, and that'll work a while. That'll work until that person that's doing that is no longer able to do that, and then that's when reality hits. But I just encourage everybody to look out for yourself. Be fend for yourself. If the good Lord blessed you with good health and a good mind, by George, you ought to be able to get out there and make it on your own. It may not be like you think it ought to be, but you'll be on your own. Well, let's do to this. Let's go to this one right here. How to be a whole person. And this is a simple rules of life. How to be a whole person. Smile. Smile. It's the melody of the soul. Work. It's the service of the spirit. Play. It's the secret of youthfulness. Read. It is the source of wisdom. Love. It is the gift of the heart. And pray. It answers every need. If you want a copy of that, I'd be glad to take a picture of it and send it to you if you want it. It's a good rule to live by. I'll get a little deep on y'all tonight, but
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking you could put that in a book form and put it on the merch table.
I could preach.
I
Woo.
See, that'd be one of my sermons if I was a preacher. Yeah, you can have this if you want it.
I can say something, but I'm not. I'm not gonna.
Well, I, I
I'm
can
gonna be
imagine
nice.
what Sunday week sermon is going to be at Flat Creek after the good singing this weekend. Just a thought there. Thanks to the folks at Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia, serving the agriculture community of this area. They appreciate all of our area farmers, as we all do. Kelly Crop Insurance, keeping the farmers in Southwest Georgia going for year after year after year. Weather-wise, hey, let's talk a little bit of. Uh,
80 degrees.
Wait a minute, no. Marvin,
Hey,
you,
man, it's
you
supposed
need
to
to.
rain
Whoa,
Saturday.
whoa, you send me the link, Marvin, where I can do the dead gum weather over here, cause you can't get it right. I'm
This
sorry.
is Georgia weather.
Lord,
This is Georgia weather. This
Yeah.
ain't Alabama weather.
Yeah. Hold on.
yeah, well,
Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, go ahead,
all
chew on
right,
it.
y'all ain't gonna get no darn rain Saturday. We got a 70% chance Saturday and Saturday night, but y'all ain't gonna get nothing.
It's nothing.
Nothing. See that? But
80
no,
degrees.
it is no, that's right. That part is right. The forecast for the National Weather Service is this, folks. Partly sunny tomorrow with a high of 80 degrees. 64 is going to be the low tomorrow night, not no 51. Saturday, a slight chance of showers, then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm. Afternoon, chance of rain 70%, winds gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Saturday night, slight chance of rain early, then a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. That will be coming up, 70% with a low around 48 degrees Saturday night. Well, Sunday.
Yep. Yep.
That's pretty correct. Partly sunny with a high of 57. The low Sunday morning. Now the low Sunday morning is not going to be but 48 degrees, not no 31. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low 31 degrees. That's where we're a little bit
Uh-huh.
off on our stuff.
Uh-huh.
Monday, mostly sunny with a high of 51. Monday night, partly cloudy. We go down to 28 degrees, possibly a little cooler in some locations. So it'll be time to make sure you got a pipe outside dripping again. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high only 56 degrees Tuesday. 50, you got 58. 30% chance of showers. Back in the forecast when we get to uh, Wednesday and a 30% for Wednesday night, and the lows down to 41 Wednesday night, high on Thursday, 53 degrees. So we're going to ride the roller coaster, boys. Here we go. If you don't like the weather the way it is in southeast Alabama, southwest Georgia, or northwest Florida, give it about 30 or 45 minutes and it will change on you. I guarantee. But thank you folks for being back with us on this brand new year. We love y'all, appreciate y'all. I just want to say before I turn it over to Queasel, my trip this week to Fort Lauderdale, we see a lot of things on the news and we say, well, it's not that way around here. But have you noticed, and on this trip in Atlanta, at the airport, at the Fort Lauderdale airport, everywhere I went, have you noticed that folks don't get eye contact with each other anymore? Nobody smiles,
Nope.
heads are down, usually in a phone, and they may look up like, who is this next to me? People do not have conversations, even around here in us redneck areas. When the four of us were growing up, when you met somebody on the highway, if you didn't need to do anything but stick your finger up, and I'm not talking about your middle finger, off your steering wheel to acknowledge whoever it was you meeting on the road, say hello, something was wrong with you. Everybody acknowledged each other and were happy and smiled. We're missing that in this world, y'all, and it sure is sad. Uh, Maybe things will turn around and one day folks will once again have a communication with each other. This whole thing that you watching, everybody, is just us sharing with y'all, four folks that are friends, that because of COVID we couldn't get together, and we started doing this on, I forgot what night, but then we moved to Thursday nights where we are now. And if we make two or three of you smile or giggle or say something that makes you feel better, our prayers have been answered, and we're proud to be able to do it. With that, I'll let our man in charge of keeping us all safe, Mr. Queasel, take over.
Hey, Charlie, I'm still sitting here wondering if it's gonna rain or snow or what. I mean,
I
you know,
told you what it's gonna do. I mean,
okay, all right. So we betting our money on you. That's what we betting on
I'd
your
bet on
horse.
me more than I'd bet on me more than I would the preacher right now on the rain deal. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm still worried about this deodorant thing. That's got me worried about that,
I'm
and
sorry.
so I got to process that. I'm having a hard time with that. But with that being said, it is good to be back. Uh, this stuff like you see us do. We was doing this yesterday. Floyd and Marvin stopped by the firehouse yesterday, and we was doing just this yesterday, picking on one another. This is what we do, and uh, we just enjoy being around one another. We will pick on each other, but we won't allow nobody else to pick on one of us. That's
No,
kind of
sir.
the way we work things. But we love y'all. We hope that everybody has a good year in 2026. Hey, there's a lot of stuff went on in 2025 that might have been good, might have not been good. But here's the thing: we need to be thankful that we was able to live through it. We made through it,
Amen.
and we still struggling along. And best thing, everybody talks about New Year's resolutions. I don't have a New Year's resolution, but I do have something that I have set that I want to try to do this year, and I want to encourage y'all maybe to join me. Maybe we could hold each other accountable in doing this, and kind of what I want to do is very simple. The Bible, in the Bible, it teaches and it says it pretty plain to seek first the kingdom of God, and
Hmm.
everything else will be added to it. So that's what I want to do for 2026. Above any all else, above everything else, I want to seek the kingdom of God. I want to seek His will, and I want to do that in 2026 better than I did in 2025. So maybe between all of us, we could all hold one another accountable and we could do that. I just think that's a good thing to do. But we love y'all. I'm gonna tell you, like I always tell you, if you see a veteran, whether they're present veteran or past veteran, thank them for their service. Thank them for what they've done. If you see a law enforcement officer, a deputy, a sheriff, a police officer, investigative officer, EMT, a paramedic, firefighter, anybody in that line of public safety, tell them thank you. Sometimes that's all the thanks they get is somebody to tell them thank you. Uh, we operate in a world now where public safety is not appreciated anymore. Public safety is the enemy of freedom in the United States right now. Is what they're preaching, but. Hey, they still mean a lot to us down here. So if you see what I'm telling you, tell them thank you. And I tell you somebody else that I need thanking, and I hate to say anything good about him, but when you see a preacher, thank them. Let me tell you something. It takes a lot of courage for a man to get up in front of people nowadays talk about the Lord Jesus Christ. Takes and listen, they're leaving the ministry just in vast numbers. And the world, we need them coming in and not leaving out.
Yep.
So when you see a man of God, tell him you appreciate what he's doing. Floyd, go ahead.
Amen, brother. I agree with everything. And another thing I want you to do, tell these boys that's out here trying to farm and grow crops and raise livestock also will have something to eat and have something to wear. Tell them to appreciate what you're doing. I know you
Yep.
may be going through a hard time right now, but I just want to let you know that I appreciate what you're doing for this country and your dedication to it. You got to be dedicated to it when you're in a business that you know you're going to lose money on, and you're going to do it anyway. But thank these old farmers too. They having some hard times right now, and just tell them you're thinking about them and give them thanks for what they do. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Always surround yourself with like-minded people. Do not associate with fools and idiots and reprobates. Because that will rub off on you. I promise you. Be vigilant of your surroundings. So like what Queens were talking about a while ago, Charlie talking about a while ago, they're walking around the airport with a phone stuck in their face. They ain't even acknowledging human beings around them. They don't even know they're living in an alternative universe, if you will. Acknowledge them. Be vigilant of your surroundings. When you ladies, when you are walking from the department store or from the doctor's office or your work, wherever you may be, and you go into your car in the parking lot, put your cell phone in your pocketbook or in your pocket. Put it up and be aware of your surroundings because you don't never know who's out there waiting just for the opportunity to grab you. Thank the good Lord tonight when you put your head on your pillow tonight and you get down in that good nice bed, good clean sheets on it, good clean pillowcases, good clean sleeping clothes you got on. You start thanking the good Lord for what He's done for you today, and you'll go to sleep and you'll still be thanking Him. Good night, y'all.
Hey guys, we love you. Appreciate you joining us tonight, our very first show of the year 2026. Big shout out to all of our sponsors: Seminole Livestock Auction, Sawega Meat Company, Shingler Law, TK's Bar and Grill, Southern Hissy Fits, Ziggy B's Seafood Market, KWG Plumbing, Holstered 9, Phillips Auto Parts, Custom Cattle Services, Bear Hill Auctioneers, and Kelly Crop Insurance. Our sponsors here on Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. Hey, you know what I'm going to tell you? Sunday's coming. Give the Lord his due. If you don't have anywhere to go, come join us at Flat Creek as we host Jeff and Sherry Easter in concert, 10:30 on Sunday morning. Scripture for the day says this: seek good, not evil, that you may live. Then the Lord God Almighty will be with you, just as you say he is. Hate evil, love good, maintain justice in the courts. Hey guys, we love you, appreciate you, thank you so much for being our faithful and loyal viewers here on Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, we'll be right back here next week, same place, same time, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show right here on Facebook and YouTube. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you do it with, And most especially, if you are in a men's bathroom at church putting on deodorant, be particular.
See ya.
We love y'all.